Alright, how's it going, guys? We're here for week 1 of IPA, International Pokemon Association. Kind of a recap. Now, I'm likely going to have to make 2 videos of this because I definitely want to give the MVP games and the replays of the week the respect that they are due. Because we've actually had a very, very good week for week 1 in terms of MVPs, in terms of replays of the week. So I 100% want to I definitely want to kind of showcase those games for sure. So I'm likely going to make a separate video here of just the Magear, like a recap of the Magear division games. So stay tuned for that if that's something you're interested in. But let's get right into it. Excuse me for my the screens right here. I just gotta move over to the okay. So we'll start with the Magear division. Obviously, the MVP is Kyurem Black. It is literally just Kyurem Black being Kyurem Black. When a Dragon Ice type has to force out a Water Fairy type, you know you're in a rough situation right there. So Mew 75%, 75% is nothing to Kyurem Black. So yeah, Kyurem Black very effective in terms of getting a guaranteed kill versus most archetypes in the game. So yeah, that's very cool because, like I said, switch-ins aren't really a thing in the format, especially now that you've got Z moves and shit. So able to take out Mew, the fact that it just takes out Mew from 75% is actually really, really crazy right here. He gets Kyurem in again here against the Nidoking as it goes for Ice Beam, and he's able to just fire off a 2-hit KO on the Mega Kangaskhan as it switches in. Busted ass Kangaskhan is, again, nothing for your boy right here. So that shit goes down, and then he brings out Primarina. Again, Water Fairy type, going for a stab move, ends up dying to a Dragon Ice type going for a non-stab move. So yeah, that's some funny shit, gotta say. Yeah, Kyurem just, like I said, he's just punching holes through teams. Like, there's really not very much else you can say about that. It just punches holes through teams, and things drop. And it's especially very effective against, kind of more bulky playstyles. You got the Mew, I mean, it's not really that bulky, I suppose, but it's stuff just drops to it. It's very, very interesting stuff to see. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this one because this is a replay that I actually have showcased on my channel. I highly recommend watching it because it's a very good game. I'm very, very happy that I caught it live. It's pretty interesting because Alex has Finny Ferrothorn versus Rain, and he ends up having them both very, very weakened, and with respect to Ferrothorn just automatically killed very, very early off into the game. So it's very interesting stuff. I definitely want to catch, it's going to be this turn in a few seconds right here, because he doesn't have Pursuit on Weavile, so he has to actually double on the Passimian, and it's a very good play, and I think he actually ended up basically, he ended up like winning off that turn. I think if he didn't make that, he would have lost the game. So like I said right here, goes into Weavile on the Freeze Dry, and then because he doesn't have Pursuit, he actually pulls the double into Kingdra on the Passimian. So very good play right there, and it ends up getting the 3-kill with Kingdra. So that is, yeah, it was a pleasure to be watching the game live, catch that play, because that was a very, very good play right there. And then he ends up going for interesting stuff right here. He decides to try to speed creep what would be he tries to speed creep the speed creep, and he only creeps his Victini for modest Kingdra, so he ends up going for 2 flame charges and getting outsped by a timid Kingdra. So poor soul, and then of course he just ends up winning with Weavile. Very close game. It's a 1-0 with the only Pokemon left on the field having 5% health, so very close game. Like I said, it was a joy to watch. I highly recommend watching the actual video analysis on my channel because it was a very fun game. After that, let's move on to excuse me here. Move on to Minior division. There we go, excuse me. So Minior division, we've got some interesting things. Let's just jump right into it. Let's start with the MVP game. So nothing too crazy right here. This is probably the least dominant of all the MVPs this week. Lucario Lucario just got a lot of kills. It's also pretty interesting because Latios did some pretty good stuff right here. He's able to Oko the Suicune with the Devastating Drake, live the Sucker Punch, and kill the Emboar. So interesting stuff, but you notice right here, the only thing that he really needs to do is weaken something like the Nidoking right here. So, oh yeah, this is actually really funny. So he goes into this on the Energy Ball, and then he doubles, I guess expecting the Ninetale. and he goes for the HPA. So it looks just like a Lord play. So funny stuff right there. And then he's able to take it over with the extreme speed, but he's basically sacking it versus the Amoonguss anyway. So funny stuff. He eventually goes into the Thunderous, weakens this off so that it's in range of extreme speed, and yeah, he just clicks attacks for the next few turns. See, Hoopa is 2-KO'd with ease, as we'll see right there. Ninetales comes in, he's actually packing the double priority with the Bullet Punch, so that's going to go down very, very easily as well. And then obviously, as we said before, his Nidoking is 100% in range of that extreme speed as well, so that is going to go down. So yeah, Lucario just cleaning up the end game right there. Interesting stuff to watch. Like I said, probably the least dominating of the MVP games, but still a good game to watch nonetheless. Now this right here, let's just switch to sides. I probably should have done that before I started, excuse me, but this was a very, very good game to watch. This was a super fun game to watch. I think it actually went under a lot of people's radar, and that is honestly the entire purpose of doing these MVP games and these replays of the week. This being, of course, obviously the replay of the week. It's to kind of catch those games that might fall between the cracks that people might not really notice. Because I think this was a very, very good game, and I was actually, because like I said, I was just going through the games trying to find a replay of the week, and I was really blown back by this game. The prep was super solid. It actually made it into, I actually put this game to the Hall of Fame. On that note, actually, week 1 was an incredibly good result. We had incredibly good results. We actually have 3 games that made it into the Hall of Fame, and it's only week 1, so that's really, really fun to really notice, because yeah, like I said, we're seeing some really, really cool stuff. Dawson had a lot of really cool things. He showed me his team after, and his entire team was really fantastic. So I'm going to try not to spoil anything that wasn't revealed, but he had a lot of really interesting things. So let's start off with it. He has Scarf Heatran, and Scarf Heatran actually does really, really well this game. He actually, to be a bit more specific, he's Scarf Heatran plus Trapping and Empoleon set, which you'll see in a few seconds. So that is that's really, really cool stuff. Scarf Heatran plus, like I said, way to trap Toxapex. Just Gren plus Heatran with a way to get rid of Toxapex looks very, very strong this game right here. So Toaster actually does some weird ass shit. He reveals the Whirlpool right here, and then he goes hard into Toxapex after that. So I mean, Toaster basically gave him this. Like, he probably shouldn't have. Okay, I admit, that's a bit too bad. He probably shouldn't have. Like, he shouldn't have gone hard Toxapex. Like, he gave Dawson Toxapex when he really shouldn't have. So that's, I don't know. I mean, the point is, the Empoleon worked, even though it probably shouldn't have, but it 100% worked. So now Heatran and Greninja are looking hella scary right now. There's really not very much he has for that. Like, his fire resist, his water resists are Mandibuzz. So yeah, he sacks off this, obviously, brings in Reuniclus. This is like, I'm going over a lot of stuff in this game because I want to show off a lot of cool things. So he's Trick Scarf specifically for the Mandibuzz, but that ends up not working. Like I said, he just needs to get stuff in range of Heatran. If he gets stuff in range of Heatran, he can just win with that on its own. So that's kind of fun. He goes for the Focus Blast here and misses. I mean, that's very unfortunate. That is what it is. That is the move and that's the game we play. But like I said, Heatran comes in, gets another kill. This comes in. He actually goes into Zygarde on that, which is very that was a solid play. I can respect that. Goes for Sludge Wave, expecting the Breloom, but he goes into okay, give me a second. Okay. I had to reboot it because I don't know, showdown animations are getting screwed up right here. So just to recap, like I said, we got the poison. The poison's pretty cool as well, but this is actually a really fun play right here because you'll see he goes for the extreme speed, puts him in range of the second extreme speed, even with obviously the Leech Life recovery. So, because of the poison right here, and this is a really solid play right here. I was really impressed with this play. He goes for the Earth Power on the Bishop, so that was a solid play. You can call it obvious if you want or anything, but I think that was a very solid play right there, and it ended up really, really working out for him because he's able to take out the Bishop right there, and we don't actually get to see the Grand set, so I'm not going to say anything, but he doubles out into the Heatran, and then Heatran is going to be able to pick up a kill. As we said before, he can't really switch into it very well. Kyurem comes in, he goes into the Greninja, sacks off the Greninja, brings in his Zygarde, and he's just going to be able to win like that right there. Kills that off, and then he's able to live a Mach Punch and get the Sludge Wave damage off, so very nice there, very nice there. Takes him out obviously with the extreme speed the turn after, because there's no drops in the extreme speed. So this was actually, like I said, a very solid game that I think went under a lot of people's radar. I didn't catch it live, and I wouldn't have even known about this game if I wasn't really kind of looking through a lot of the replays, trying to find replay of the week. So, very fun game. I'm glad we caught it. And these last 2 games, I mentioned we got 3 games in the Hall of Fame. These last 2 games are also Hall of Fame games, so keep that in mind. So, let me see. I'll go over the MVP game first, because it's fairly straightforward. It's actually like really fun shit. I'm going to turn it on to fast, and then I'm going to skip to the turn that Gengar gets switched in. Because once Gengar gets switched in, it does not switch at all. It just stays in and it gets 6 kills. It actually, I cannot make this shit up. It stays in, it gets 6 kills. So let's go to it right here. He gets the Volt Switch obviously on the Amoonguss. Best part about Amoonguss is that he can't stay in because he needs it for Altaria. So literally sub is like the zero, there's no drawbacks for going for sub because he can't stay in with the Amoonguss because he has an Altaria. So he needs that. So yeah, it's very drawback free. This was an interesting turn because I was actually in call with Tom, so I want to touch on it really quickly. I was saying he's got a sub right here. He's got a sub right here on the Scarf Volt Switch. That's what you do. And I said that for a while. They took a long time to think of their plays. And then after a while, it's like, actually, wait, why would you sub? That's not a right play. You should just attack right here. Just go for Shadow Ball or Sludge Wave or whatever you want to do, because if he Volt Switches, he's going to Volt Switch into something that you 2 kill, but don't OHKO. So if he Volt Switches into Salamence, then what does sub gain you, right? All you do is lose 25% health because you still have to attack twice. So yeah, the play was to attack, but he goes for sub, and if he didn't attack, he would have just killed it. But the funny part is that Michael over predicts, and he's able to kill it anyways. So yeah, funny shit. Again, like you'll see, he doesn't switch. He just stays in and he clicks buttons, and yeah. It's actually sub-disabled Gengar, which you'll see in a second, and I'm very happy with that. I think sub-disabled Gengar is super good in League. People don't utilize it as much, and it's just because Gengar's stats are so good that you a lot of time have extra filler slots, and sub-disabled is one of the best filler movesets that you can really have. So yeah, you'll see, takes out the Rotom. It's actually not Scarf Rotom, so his speed control is a little bit poor on this team anyways. But yeah. And he goes for sub right here. He makes the best play. Michael's a little bit annoyed by this because it stalls the game out a little bit, but 100% sub is the best play. This set is tailor-made to make subs on the Amoonguss. So yeah, 100% sub was the best play to make on a Amoonguss because you get a sub up versus the Salamence, and you can very easily 2-KO it. If it was something like Z-move, it would be able to live that hit and take you out, and you would lose differential. So there's no reason to not go for the extra differential. So yeah, that was a fun game. This also is an Hall of Fame game because literally he switched Gengar in once and then never switched. Just clicked buttons and got six kills. So yeah, if this isn't justification for why Gengar is a solid mon, I don't know what would be. So this game right here though, oh my god, this was a hype as fuck game. I already know you guys see that Pokemon underneath the Ferrothorn, right? I already know you guys see what it is. And I mean, you might be thinking, okay, well, maybe it's just some kind of specially defensive wish tech set that's, kind of boring to see. No, this set is wonderful to witness. So we'll go over it as soon as we can get to it, because all this other gay shit doesn't matter. Other than I guess the crit on Dragonite, which we kind of missed. That was an annoying turn, but we'll go to it right here. So this is the turn, okay, that Komala asserts his dominance. So Komala comes in, goes for the sub, just wants to, I guess, scout what he can go for it. So we see the Sleep Talk last resort. So this is Banderoony, and we're going to see just how much this can do. So Mawile comes in, we call these resists out here. But, we call that a resist out here. Uxie comes in. Uxie's supposed to be pretty fat. Uxie's not fat enough, however. I mean, I guess I get it was at 30%, but this Pokemon is at 82%. And, yeah, 82% is nothing to a Komala. So that Pokemon goes down. A clean sweep with Komala. 4 kills. Super solid game. Oh my god. The chat was hyped. Like, it was insane. Like, I caught this game live. And I was so hyped in chat. Like, everyone was so hyped to see this. Like, this is what we've wanted for our entire lives, just to see Komala sweep like this. So, yeah, that was a very fun game. That was a very fun game to watch. Let me see if I can put it on the... Let me see if I can just really quickly pull up our pull up our... Where is it? Pull up the sheet right there. So again, just really quickly going over the fixtures for Minun, we'll show we did actually fill everything out, so it's kind of nice. Overall standings, just a quick look at everything that we got here. Jarrett, me, and John are fighting for the top of the division, so that's going to be fun. Well, I mean, with Josh interested as well, because there's a lot of people tied for second place, which is kind of funny. Minior, we've got ABP with that clean 6-0, although we have a 5-0 that's pretty close behind us. That's pretty cool. And then again, Marcus with that Gengar game was just too much. The Gengar game was just way too much. So interesting stuff right there. League table, I guess I'll really quickly go over. John, me, Jarrett, Josh as our leaders in that department. Wildcard, King and Tristan are holding it up for Nancy. Dawson, Frost, Choud, and EBP. Very nice stuff. And yeah, Ethan pulling up there. I would have been sad if Ethan wasn't first in his division, in his conference, after that dominating game. So very interesting stuff. So yeah, I guess I'll stop right here. Like I said before, I'm going to probably try to make a second video on the Magear games specifically. So if that's something you are interested in, then keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in a few.